I'm allergic to marshmallows and Peeps.
You're not allergic to
Peeps. Peeps are just
I
disgusting.
just used to love those things.
You used to love Peeps?
Yep. I can't eat them anymore.
Tom, what are you talking about? It's not hot right here. It's hotter over there.
It's pretty hot where I was at.
Thanks for joining us.
We couldn't find Dolly, and Dolly's freaking barking at the neighbor.
We started like an hour ago.
So do you remember the first time you got your driver's license?
Yes. Nothing to it. I was 16 years old. Took driver's ed in school.
You took it in school?
Yeah. Drove a 57 Chevrolet Bel Air.
Was it your parents' car?
No, it was a school car.
Oh, a school car?
My parents couldn't afford a car that fancy.
No.
They couldn't afford a 57 Chevrolet.
Did you pass it first time? Yeah.
I passed everything the first time.
You were just special like that?
You know, I went to air traffic control school at Keesler Air Force Base in Mississippi. And you had to go like 20 weeks to school, 8 hours a day, learning about it. But then, even though I was not a civilian, I was military, I had to take the FAA certification exam. It's a 7-part exam.
Yep.
And the instructors at the school knew all the questions that was on the test. So they used to kind of have a prep week, a review. And it'd say, and you might remember, you might see this again. I didn't pay any attention to them. I was drinking beer at the beach every night. Here comes FAA certification time. They got a new test. Over half the class flunked it.
Because it was all new questions and everything?
Yeah, but I came out with a 97.5 on overall.
Dang.
It's just like a test. Life is a test. I passed that one too.
So you got lucky at life?
You better believe I got lucky at life.
Do you remember where you went when you first got your license? What was the first thing you did? Do you remember?
Yep.
Or what did you guys do? Like what was, when you got your license, what was something
there
fun
was
to go do?
nothing to do.
No?
The town was so small, you didn't need a car to get around.
Oh.
There's only 4 streets in town.
So you just walked.
Yeah, or catch the train.
The train to go.
No, I used to hop the train to go to school. That was like a half a mile.
So you'd hop a train to go half a mile?
It's easier than walking.
Was it uphill both ways of the snow?
No, it was flat. I can show you on the map.
I thought you had to walk uphill both ways
No,
in the
that
snow.
crap.
Did you have a girlfriend when you were 16 and got your license?
I did.
You did? Do you remember her name?
Yeah, I remember her name. Her name was Charlotte.
Charlotte?
Charlotte Yablonsky.
Was she your first kiss?
And probably. She got killed.
What?
She got killed. Her dad was a head of the United Mine Workers
Oh no.
in Pennsylvania. And a couple guys from Harlan, Kentucky went up there, went to their house on New Year's Eve. Killed him, his wife, and their daughter.
Like murdered?
Yeah, like murdered.
What was the motive?
Well, it was coal miner crap.
Huh.
They came all the way from Harlan, Kentucky to that little town up in Pennsylvania and blew them away.
Wow.
That's the biggest thing that ever happened in my hometown.
Tire's a little
Smoky.
doing its own thing.
Yeah, you can read a book about it. You can look it up on the internet. Jock, his name was Joseph, they called him. They called him Jock.
Jock?
Jock Lebonsky. Charlotte was my first love.
So she was your first love?
Yeah. Second love. Yeah. Third love. Yeah. Fourth love.
Fourth one was a winner?
Yep.
Was that Grandma Nora?
That was Grandma Nora. She was a special, special lady.
What age did you guys meet?
What? I think I was 38.
38?
She was 44. About that.
Dang, she's that much older than you?
Yeah.
6 years older?
Yeah, she's a lot older than me. She robbed a cradle. I looked older though.
Did you know they were that she was older?
Yeah, I knew there was a big age gap.
Yeah, like 8 years.
Oh.
6 years.
We did know that.
She was born in 1934, and I was born in 1941. 1941. So that's 7 years.
Yeah.
7.5 years.
What was the hardest thing for you growing up, you think, as a kid when you were 16?
I couldn't wait to turn 17 so I could join the Army.
Did you know you wanted to join the Army?
Oh, absolutely.
When did you know you wanted to join? Was there something that...
Probably when I was 12.
Was there something that stood out to you?
All my brothers were in the Army.
Oh, okay.
They were all soldiers.
And you looked up to them?
Oh, yeah. Especially the one. He was a prisoner of war. My brother Bob. So, he didn't tell nobody.
He's a POW in what
Korea.
war? Korea?
Yeah, he joined the Army when he was 17. So my parents wouldn't sign for me.
Huh.
I finally convinced them.
Were they all Army? Everybody was Army?
Yep.
Even the one that's still alive was Army?
No, he didn't get in. He was mentally retarded. No, that's from his stroke. He had something wrong with him. He couldn't pass the physical.
Oh.
And I had one brother that didn't join. And we called him Call-Me.
Because he wouldn't join?
Yep.
How many brothers do you have?
I had.
They're all dead.
How many
except for one.
siblings?
8.
8 total.
No, 9 count myself.
9 total. Your parents had 9 kids.
Yeah.
Did they not have a TV?
TV?
They weren't around then.
That was before TVs.
Did they not have
That
a
was
radio?
before telephones. I didn't see TV till, I think, I was like 11 years old. The next door neighbor got one. We used to sneak over and sit on his porch and watch that little TV up there.
What would you watch?
Wrestling if I could.
Wrestling?
I loved wrestling. They didn't have much on. You only got maybe they didn't have cable. You know, you had to pay it down out. You got 3 or 4 channels out of Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Do you remember when it went color?
You know, I'll tell you a story. I don't know when it went color, but I lived in these apartments when I was in Fort Benning, Georgia. And the guy that lived upstairs was brilliant, even the brain.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, he ended up going to the Navy nuclear nuclear
That's
school
something.
for 2 years to be a nuclear operator. Well, he figured out a way to convert a black and white TV to color. And up until that point in my life, I had never seen a check for $100,000.
Yeah.
R.C. Victor wrote him a check for $100,000
To convert black and white to color?
to shut up.
Oh, to shut up?
They were working on it.
Really? Interesting.
$100,000. And that was in 1964 or 64. And that was a lot of money.
Yeah, it was. I've never seen a check for $100,000. That's a lot of money.
Yep. So that was pretty interesting. His name was Charlie Marcus. I just remembered that just right now. His name flashed back to me.
Really? That's good. That's a long time ago. I can't remember past last week.
3659. That's 60 years ago.
Yeah.
So the old guy's a little goofy, but he's still got a pretty good memory.
You have a darn good memory, I think.
Remember that one right there? When she was little. Oh, number one right there. Number one great-grandchild.
Did you ever think you'd have a great grandchild?
No.
Let alone,
You know,
how many do you have now? Eight?
11. 11's on the way. The 11th one will be here on the 7th of August,
August.
which is like 3 months and 1 day before National Signing Day.
He's got that
Hey,
memorized.
I'm glad you keep
Pounded that into
remembering.
his brain.
Hey, you can't forget.
I was so lucky when I met her grandmother.
Yeah.
It's the greatest thing that ever happened to me.
Meeting Grandma Nora.
No, you're just lucky you have me.
Just, yeah. She was the most wonderful person I ever had in my life.
Where did you meet her? Do you remember the first time you saw her?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Is it
Corona Bowl.
Corona Bowl?
I had just
Bowling alley.
got out of the hospital from a major accident. And it was my first night out. And I was going to go have a beer with a couple gals that I knew. I'm sitting there with them. I look over there. She's sitting over there with her friend Dot.
Doc?
Dot Hood. And I walked over to her when the music started and asked her if she liked to dance.
What'd she say?
No. She said no. I says, but would you anyway? She laughed. First time she laughed for 25 years. She laughed. She said, yeah, I'll dance with you. And that was it.
That was it? You locked her in? Hook, line, and
That was
sinker?
it.
What song? Do you remember the song? Do you remember the song?
No. But they only knew 2 songs. A band called Peanut Butter and Jelly. They used to play at the Corona Bowl.
The Corona Bowl was over there off of
6th Street.
6th Street.
So they were a live band?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And they were called Peanut Butter and Jelly?
Peanut Butter and Jelly had husband and wife.
Yeah.
He was pretty good. He just beat the shit out of his drums. Just make noise.
Peanut Butter and Jelly, huh?
Yep.
And the rest is history.
The rest is history. We went together 5 years. We decided to get married.
Yeah, it's a long time. 5 years.
Yep. She wasn't sure whether she wanted to raise kids. She'd help, but she didn't want to. Well, that all ended. disaster. But
Because what year did you meet Grandma in?
I met her on the 19th of April, 1980.
I was going to say, because Eric was born right after.
He was born,
81.
yeah, it's in September 81. She went to Vegas with Mark to somebody, Dawn's wedding.
Mm.
And Mark came back with Terry because her and her boyfriend got in a big fight. So now I get to meet Terry. 2 months later, they're getting married. We had to get the yard ready for a backyard wedding.
Hey, those are the best
Paseo
kind.
Grande.
Those are the best kind.
We had a backyard wedding.
On Paseo Grande, right?
Yep,
Right by the golf course where Eric ran in his diaper
yeah,
from you guys. And the cops bring him home.
because we was mean.
Well, if you weren't mean, the cops would bring him back.
Eric jumped the fence. And we had a big high fence. How he got over that fence, I'll never know.
Well, you see James.
I know.
I don't know what James does half the time, but he does it.
Boy. So I met her and my whole life changed. She didn't want me working. I said, I don't have any money. She says, we don't need money.
All you need is love. All right, well, we'll let you get to bed.
All right.
Thanks for sharing with us.
I got all kind of stories.
I know. Next week.
Yeah.
Next week will be a new one.
Yeah. Let me know next time. I won't drink before I came over. No,
That drive is far.
That's a far drive for you.
I haven't had very many drinks.
Very many.
Just a couple.
3 bottles of water. You drink up 10 and pistol 2.